this money. You see these diamonds. You feel me? We work so hard for this. Bitch ass, getting rich. All the base boys stop getting lit. I never used to hide about stuffing zips. Matches full of money, we gon' get rich.
Hello and welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, and I am joined with my co-host Quan from the Comeback Spot. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing all right today. I'm doing all right. I've been having a little trouble with getting headaches here and there. I might be dying. It might be COVID. I don't know what it is, but we getting through it.
Hey man, if he was outside without your mask on or at any super spreader events, we gonna have to reevaluate your contract, man.
I was at the Steve Cutler party.
Oh damn!
In the cut, you didn't see me though.
The mysterious firing of Steve Cutler, which is just like motherfuckers be getting fired all the time. It doesn't really matter. But whatever. It feels like forever since we recorded. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, when it came time to record, I was just like, shit, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it does. It was a long week, low key.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of shit. I feel like a lot of stuff happened.
Because like last week was the Rumble stuff, and nothing really happened this week. I think it was just like the large influx of wrestling shows that were happening.
Yeah. Speaking of, did you watch New Beginning? Are you still?
I haven't watched it. I'm not. I am boycotting, but my knee is slightly lifted. I'm probably just gonna watch like two of the big matches on there. Like I'm not watching the full card.
No, I watched the first night. I didn't watch there was like a little like 6-man Young Lions match. I didn't watch that. And then
we never watched those.
They had like some 10-man usual chaos versus LIJ or some shit. I don't remember, but I skipped that. Main event was good. It was long, but I don't know. I have to watch night 2. I'm probably gonna watch night 2 after this.
Okay. I know what I'm going to watch. Of course, I'm going to watch Kota Ibushi versus Sonata, and I don't know what else is on the card. I literally, and just a little New Japan talk. I don't know why they keep running Ibushi and Sonata when they have like zero chemistry, but I heard this is the best match that they ever had, and the bar is in the 10th circle of hell, bro.
I mean,
like
if you look up my tweets, you know how I feel about Sonata. I don't think he's good at all. He does nothing for me. I'm sorry.
I think Sonata is interesting, but like at a high level, he's just not really.
He's not that dude.
Yeah, like I like the matches that he had with Zack Sabre Jr., like the counter wrestling, whatever, very technical stuff. But like outside of that, like I still think he has like one of the worst dragon sleepers I've ever seen. I hate the Paradise Lock. I like the drop kick, like the missile drop kick. That's like whatever, but it's whatever for Sonata. But I'll be watching New Beginning, and then I'll unfortunately be talking about it at some point. I can't tell y'all when.
Hey, you know what? If we keep it a stack, we might be we might be talking about some more New Japan on this podcast in the coming weeks, since the forbidden doors open.
I went on. They kept saying it on the show, and I was just like, okay, guys, we get it. You did it.
The implications.
I don't know. I'm not gonna. I just seen a lot of stuff about Kenta being there on AEW, and I was just like, all right, come on, guys, you guys are being ridiculous. Like,
we'll get there.
But yeah, we'll get there. And this week, for a change, we'll be starting off with NXT because we kind of we have a lot to talk about on both shows actually. But I think we can rapid fire for NXT real quick.
If there was anything that Cameron Grimes would put his money in, it would be a fine establishment like GameStop. Well, turns out Cameron Grimes is at the right place at the right time because it went parabolic. But in layman terms, that means it went to the moon. Woo, yeah! Now I got so much money. Tell you the truth, I got so much money, I didn't know what else to do with it. But turns out there's this thing, they're making money now for dogs. And they got this thing called dog coins. And tell you the truth, I never did trust a kitty cat. I knew if they got 9 lives, they can't be up to good. So I invested in dog coin, and I'm even more rich.
this should have been a quick hit, but I really want to talk about it. Cameron Grimes comes back, and he is the million crypto man. He wants Regal to kiss his grits. And you know what? I agree. Video games are pretty cool, man.
Look, I know it's really early in the year, but we might have the contender for
Promo of the year?
Dog,
Yes.
my man promoted himself out of his jacket, a la Ric Flair, 98. You can't beat it. My man made it rain on little NXT trainees, the broke boys. Called Regal a broke boy. Come on.
Pulled up in a Lambo.
Pulled up in the Lamb. I thought it was Bad Bunny. Alley. Bad Bunny coming to NXT too.
Yeah, I was just like, pulled up in the Lambo. I think that's the nicest car that's ever been shown on the Wednesday Night Wars. So NXT gets a bump on that. Him making it rain is hilarious. And I could not stop laughing when he was just like, I started playing these video games. Video games are cool, man. He's like 20-something, and he didn't know video games existed until like a month ago. I love Cameron Grimes, man. He's great. I don't know how long they're going to keep this gimmick up. I feel like...
You know where it's going. He's going to get to the point where like he loses all his money. He loses everything. You know they're going to do that. This gimmick isn't going to stick long. If anybody's worried about him like becoming like the next Ted DiBiase, that's not going to last long. I feel like once Dog, when he started talking about Dog Coin, I really started cracking up. Is it Dog Coin? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
It's Dog. I thought it was Doge. Is it Doge or Dog? Is Dog Coin?
I usually just the meme. I call it Doge, but I just call it Dog Coin for the crypto.
It's Dog Coin to me.
Once like those two, or like the whole thing involving around stocks and stuff, I feel like once that like stops or dips, you can kind of just kill the joke. I don't see this going long, but I love Rich Man Cameron Grimes. I thought this was really funny. If he becomes the new Ted DiBiase and he tells one of the NXT trainees dribble his basketball, this nigga's the GOAT. What is it? Beat my high scoring Tetris. He get close. He just breaks the console. That'd be heat rock,
Game Boy. Those the Switch.
It'd be hard if he was just like beat my like he playing Tetris Effect on the PS5. Beat the score. Just crack the PS5, bro.
PS5.
That'd be hard. Cameron Grimes is great. As far as right now, I don't know where he goes, but I'm glad to see that he's okay. And
I'm trying to. He seems like the guy that they kind of bring the new guys got to go through, kind of the gatekeeper. It seems like that. I'm trying to think. Is there anybody like?
If he pivots into that role, I would love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, the Tyler Breeze, Baron Corbin kind of role deal.
But they don't. There's not really anybody around.
Yeah, I could think there's no new people coming in.
Unless like Walter shows up on NXT, and then they have Cameron Grimes take the Cameron Grimes versus Walter. Sign me up.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm all in for that. Yeah, I don't know where he gets slotted, but I'm glad to see he's okay. And it's very clear, like, I don't know if anybody like really realized it, but like he had a like ACL injury, and when he started really jumping up and down, that just told me, okay, you're fine and well.
He's good to go. So, yeah.
Instead of just like getting in ring, I thought that was very subtle and great. Another
great promo.
I will say, NXT. It's a weird, wacky show, but I think I loved every segment on it. I thought it was very interesting and fun. We have the Kushida and Gargano thing, which was...
I genuinely laughed. There's a couple points in that promo where I genuinely laughed.
It was so corny.
It was just ridiculous.
I think this is one of the most unique, one of like the chicken shit heel things I've ever seen, honestly, and it's fantastic. I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, from the start when you had Indy and Theory carry him over
carrying the wheelchair was hilarious. Wade Barrett.
Yeah, Wade Barrett was killing me. He really sold it.
For both segments that we talked about, when Cameron Grimes said, "Who won $100 right now?" and then Vic Joseph was just like, "Sit down, Wade." Oh man, whoever wrote this episode of NXT this week, y'all did a really good job. This is probably one of my favorite episodes. Probably one of my favorite episodes in a really long time. Just like outside of like not even with all the wrestling stuff. But
Yo, I gotta give credit. Sorry to cut you off, but I gotta give credit to NXT, man. They really passed. I'd say since they moved to USA, they've really pushed character work a lot more than what they did before. It's showing, man. It's really showing. The characters are really standing out. If you would have told me, like I've always liked Johnny Gargano in the ring, but if you would have told me Johnny Gargano would be this interesting,
right?
At this point, especially being in NXT for so long, and like I figured I'd be tired of him, which I mean I kind of am. I'm ready for him to move up, but I'm not mad at what he's doing right now because it's fun. Like I'm thoroughly enjoying what he's doing right now.
Since Johnny Gargano isn't going up and he's putting new people on, I appreciate that. Like he's not just like yeah, he's getting like championships or whatever. He doesn't like, depending how you feel, like he doesn't need to be champion or whatever. But like the stuff that he's doing for Austin Theory, the stuff that he's doing for like the stuff that Candice and Johnny Gargano are doing for those two people are fantastic. Even for like some people may feel like he doesn't need it, but like the stuff that he's doing for Kushida as well, like right now, like really, really great stuff. And I agree. Like if you would have told me that Johnny Gargano would have been like a really funny promo guy or been a decent promo guy, period.
At all, yeah.
I would have been like, shit, I'll like to see it. And I think since I really think since him and Ciampa are like no longer like really close together, they both have a space to grow. And yeah, really good stuff from Johnny Gargano. We get Kushida versus Austin Theory. I didn't really care for the match because I felt like it was going to end in a DQ anyway, so I just went into the kitchen to make tea.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. It was fine.
Like I had my AirPods in, and then I was listening, and I heard the ding, 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 and I was just like, yeah, that's a DQ.
It was fine.
Hard read. And we talked about it before, and I'm glad it's been turned around now. And I think it's mainly due to Charlotte and Asuka not being tag team champions anymore.
Yep.
The Women Dusty Classic winners will now get a title shot at the tag titles. And please, for the love of God, get it off Shayna and Nia Jax. I think NXT will truly, really benefit from having the tag titles and having them get some kind of like, TV time experience or like some like just a sprinkle of main roster experience by like going over to another show.
Not only that, bro, they have so many women in NXT. And I heard I think Triple H had a conference call today, and I don't know the exact quote, but it was something like this could be like the most women they've ever had in the next class of trainees they have. So like
that's hard.
Something's going on, and I mean they're not using the tag belts all that great on the main roster. They might as well let it sit down at NXT for a little while. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Like you said, if you want to bring those girls up to, Raw and SmackDown every once in a while.
I feel like soon as Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan didn't get those titles after like their long feud, I was just like, yeah, this isn't too great. So I think the sooner we get it off Nia Jax and Shayna, they could both go back to being well, they could still be a team, but they could still do like some more singles wrestler stuff and just let the girls on NXT really shine with those tag belts.
Yeah.
Quick hits. We're getting Santos Escobar and Karrion Kross next week. Thank God. I cannot wait for this match. And Santos Escobar made a really dumb decision to send his two boys after Karrion Kross. And within an ad break, Karrion Kross say, yeah, smoke them boys.
Them boys slump.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
So I would like to believe that means that there will be no shenanigans in the match and it'll be like straightforward, just them doing their thing. So
I really, really hope. I doubt it because he has the belt, but I really, really hope it's not like a extended squash.
He can still cheat.
I don't want that. Cheat. He can still cheat.
I mean, he's cheated on his lonesome before, so
I'm just a little concerned. I don't want it to be a Ciampa, like the Ciampa match, right? With like 80% Cross, 20% Ciampa on offense.
Oh, okay, yeah, and that might be the case. And whoever loses or whatever, the feud doesn't have to end here. So it could continue going. Like Santos Escobar could get like a shiesty win here, and it could lead to a stipulation of some sort at the next takeover, or whatever goes on.
Yeah.
So I'll be looking forward to that. We'll see the developments on that. Now that Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro are no longer in the Dusty Classic, they go back to just bothering Xia Li. Xia Li bodies. What was it?
It was Cora Jade.
Yo, okay. I couldn't see her face because like
they didn't really they said it briefly for a second. They didn't even give her the nameplate or nothing. They just let her,
They didn't give her a nameplate. I barely seen her face. I didn't get to see her face in the match often because the camera was just facing Caden and them. Or
I knew it was one of the new signees. I just didn't remember which one. I had to go on Cage Match and go see who it was.
Yeah, I was just like, that looks like her, but I can't see her. You know. So I wasn't sure. They bothered the ancient figure. How do Tian Sha? Hey man, I gotta hear it first.
I think you got it right.
Okay, but if this leads into a tag team match with those two, that should be cool. Boa got abused for some reason. I don't know why, but that happened.
I mean, I'm intrigued. I don't know what's going on, but I'm intrigued.
Hey man, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Whatever the fuck this is, because Triple H was just like, yeah, let's get a grunge figure on the show.
do something different, bro. That's what I'm talking about. See, they're willing. Like NXT a year ago would have done something like this.
Yeah, this would have been an obstacle course or some shit.
Yeah,
many years.
Obstacle course.
And then I didn't get to see the match. I was waiting for NXT UK to just be over, and then I got caught up with some other stuff. But Meiko Satomura makes her debut on NXT UK versus Isla Dawn. I'm not sure if they had a match in the past, but I know that Meiko Satomura is familiar with a lot of the girls in the UK, so I'm sure the match was fine. And we'll be getting a match with her and Kaylee Ray soon. So it is what it is.
I'm looking forward to that.
And other stuff on NXT UK that I didn't put it here, but Walter's coming. And Walter's coming because the Heritage Cup is taking the place of the NXT UK title for the time being. I don't know when Walter plans on going back, but swim good, y'all boys.
They said that?
Well, you can see that next week A-Kid will be defending the Heritage Cup championship. Just not like literally, but just like while the title is not on the show, the Heritage Cup is going to be the thing. So I think during this period of time, they should be building up. I honestly, I keep saying it, but I don't really check. I just watch the women's stuff and Walter stuff. But hopefully they're building up Rampage Brown. And then, once Walter's done here, they could pass the title over. But I haven't really been paying attention to NXT UK lately.
I watch it. It's in the background when I'm watching it, though. I like Rampage. I like T-Bone. I feel like T-Bone they've put on TV a lot. I don't know. I don't remember if he's been winning though, but it doesn't matter. That's just.
Just one small thing on NXT UK before we go on to the Dusty Classic. I would love to see Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews just come over.
Yeah, man.
Them and MSK burn the house down. Come over.
Time. I love those guys.
We'll talk. Let's this be the first match that we talk about in the Dusty Classic stuff. MSK versus Elgato del Fantasma in a fucking barn burner, insane match. Impact, you really fucked up, son. These kids are talented, man.
They're good, man. They're really good.
Walking Wild and Raul Mendoza, they have insane chemistry. I think I tried to check if they had any history before on the Indies or whatever. I didn't really find anything.
Isn't Mendoza straight NXT?
He may have done some stuff in Mexico, but I'm not sure if DJZ did anything in Mexico.
He probably did. So. I feel like if you were on Impact, you were in Mexico at one point.
That's the route. But I think what he did there was an absolute barn burner. I think that's one of the best matches in the Dusty Classic this year. Definitely a highlight match there. the insane spot where Raul Mendoza did a 450 off the back of Wesley.
I don't remember which one. I haven't seen a spot like that. Last time I seen that, I remember Jack Evans and Roderick Strong used to do that in Ring of Honor way back in the day when they were I forgot the damn stable name. You remember the stable? What were they called?
Justin would know. I don't know.
Generation. I think it was Generation Next. I think.
Oh, probably.
But yeah, they used to do that. Back in the
Yeah.
day. But it was like a moonsault. It was, but either way, that was fire. It looked really good.
It's funny that you mentioned Jack Evans doing amazing stuff on the tag team division, as you know, they don't do jack shit with them in AEW. Very a shame.
Sad. I know they're older, but damn, they could, you know what I mean?
He can still go.
He can still go.
He could still go. Like he is a very still athletic individual, and what is
Especially
it?
for how long he's been doing it for.
Mm-hmm.
At least since what 2003, at least.
Yeah, and AEW. Please,
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. We'll talk about AEW's tag team stuff in a minute, but Grizzled Young Vets defeat Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. I'm not sure if they called the audible or not, but Ciampa 5 minutes to the match was ripping the back of his neck. So I think God intervened and was just like let the Grizzly Young Vets take this, man.
I hope Ciampa's okay. I'll be honest, I didn't really watch this match. I kind of like dozed off a little bit watching this match, so I couldn't really tell you what happened. I kind of expected Grizzled Young Vets. They're actually my pick to win the whole thing at this point. I think.
Okay.
I think we'll have a great match. I think Zach Gibson is so good.
He's a very good motherfucker.
He's really good. And I'm gonna make a bold prediction right now. I say by July of 2022, Zach Gibson will be NXT champion.
NXT champion. Okay. Bold.
By July 2022. That's a very bold prediction, but that's where I'm going.
I like Zach Gibson, so I wouldn't hate it. Like at least, let him be North American champion, and then he could be on his real
talk.
The anti-American talk.
You know what I mean?
Yo, boys, let the UK running this. That'd be cool.
Y'all couldn't even wear a mask.
Oh, okay.
Come on, bro. Let me get that
That's not like that.
I don't know what Liverpool numbers look like, but
I'm not looking at the UK numbers, man. But I saw that new strain pop up over there.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, maybe you can't talk about that.
So some more Dusty Classic stuff. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart defeat The Way. And it will be Black and Moon versus Raquel and Dakota Kai in the finals, and then whoever wins will get that title shot. It seems like there's going to be a clear winner here. So,
yeah.
And Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon both have a bone to pick with Shayna Baszler. So let Ember Moon finally get her comeuppance on some former NXT Women's Champion.
You think they do that at Mania?
I mean, why not?
They could do that. I mean, they like it. They like Shotzi a lot. I could see them giving her a Mania spot.
Like even if it's on the pre-show, fuck it, do it.
Also, this please be Raquel and Dakota Kai's last match in NXT. Send them up, please. Send them girls up.
Last match, or they no longer are together. It is what it is. I don't think that they're particularly any interesting anymore, especially with everybody else that's just in the women's division, all the other heels.
Bro, they have so many. That's what I'm saying.
So if they were to break them up, Dakota Kai can turn face? ? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Raquel as a face. Let her hit her bronze swag. You feel me?
You know what I mean?
So that'd be cool. And then that's our match, and then we'll be getting MSK versus the Grizzled Young Vets for our male Dusty Classic finals, and then for Vengeance predictions, really fast.
Oh, before you do that,
But
I did some research. Jacqueline Wild was in AAA at one point.
okay,
I saw that episode. But
All
I'm
right.
sorry, back to the predictions.
back to the predictions. Ember Moon, Shotzi Blackheart versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai for the Women's Dusty Cup. Who takes it?
That's Ember and Shotzi.
I
It
agree.
makes the most sense.
Grizzled Young Vets versus MSK. You say Grizzled Young Vets. I'm gonna go with MSK on here. I am eating my words, and if they take it, so be it. I don't know why people interpreted me not wanting them to win the Dusty Classic as hate. I just
No.
wanted it to be on a bigger stage. I didn't want I'm sure there was probably some confusion there, but I just wanted to be on a bigger stage. But if MSK could win it and then walk into that Mania takeover as tag champs, that's cool. That's okay.
You know what is cool about this Dusty Cup? This is the first time that a quote unquote real tag team will actually win the actual tournament.
Yeah. If that means it,
If it means anything.
it is what it is. But what? Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano were absolutely a real team.
Did they win it?
Did they win? Well, then we also. All right. If they didn't win it,
They didn't win it. Did they win it?
I don't remember. But if they didn't win it, then there was Authors of Pain, who are an actual tag
Oh,
team.
that's true. Authors of Pain didn't win it. Okay, that's right.
And then
I forgot.
and then what was it? TM61. They were also an actual tag team
That's
as well.
true. I take that. And Undisputed Era, but it was Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. So I mean,
And Kyle
Kinda.
O'Reilly did carry it. But they're
kinda.
that person that made that complaint, it was just for it only happened 3 times, but they're ignoring the gap where it didn't happen.
That's true. I forgot about Authors of Pain winning it out.
You know, people like to rewrite history and ignore things for the narrative, but an actual big quotations actual tag team will be winning it, so that should be cool. What else? Kushida versus Johnny Gargano. I think we both agree where it will be Kushida, please, for the love of God.
Kushida, hopefully.
And then Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. I'm gonna go with Finn Balor.
I don't see any reason to take the belt off Finn this time. I mean, they could run it back, or I mean, it seems like they're gonna go Kyle, Finn, or they could do Kyle, Finn, Pete if they want to,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Kyle, Finn, Pete Cross if they really want to. They can just go Fatal 4-Way straight up.
Oh
on
yeah.
a-
I hope they don't do the Fatal 4-Way for Takeover, the Mania weekend Takeover. I don't know. I don't want to.
I prefer a one-on-one. I'm with you,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's
We'll
a
see
quick
how it goes.
right there. We'll see how it goes.
But you'll never know, man. Edge just might pick
This
Finn.
might pop up. Wouldn't that'd be wild though?
Nah, that shit was big cap. They just needed him to say. They just needed him to get NXT over so they could use it for the video package. So, but that'll be our Valentine's Day takeover. That'll be happening Sunday, I believe, and can't wait. And then we'll come back on the show and talk about it. Now we're gonna get into AEW.
I hate Chris Jericho. Right? Is that what you want to hear?
Actually, Sammy, that is exactly what I wanted to hear.
All right, so the main event. You fuck with it? I thought it was heat.
I love that. I must say, I thought you were gonna come in and shit on it.
No. I thought it was heat.
This shit was fine.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
It was. It even had the. I hate the bullshit Bullet Club finishes. I didn't even mind the bullshit Bullet Club finish in this match.
I mean, it made sense.
Yeah.
If Moxley would have asked for assistance to put John Moxley on his shoulders to do the One Wing Angel, I would have been like, "You done it before. Stop the bullshit." But since it was Lance Archer, it made sense.
Oh, yo, they did a great job having Archer look like a monster out there.
Mhm.
I don't think he sold any of Kenta's offense at all the whole match.
No.
He's like, get off me.
I forget where Kenta was back fisting him, and then Archer was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And it just bodied him. I liked the match a lot. I thought it was very fun. I do have some light nitpicks, but like it's not. It doesn't take anything away from the match. I still thought it was fun. I still thought it was great. I think Kenta coming into like not really your promoter, like this is your guest spot. Really, I wouldn't have done a false count anywhere and did like played around with half of the instruments that were like put into the match, just to be on the safe side, you know.
Not only that, I don't think it showcased like, I mean, I'd imagine that anybody who's watching Dynamite knows who Kenta is, but just in case, I don't know if that showcased Kenta to his best ability. But I mean, he didn't look bad. It was just like,
yeah. I think that's okay because when they finally do the match when he has a match with Moxley, it's going to be a straight up normal match. So that's why I can excuse, you know, him deciding.
But that match isn't going to be on Dynamite though.
It is what it is. I mean, they've been promoting the fuck out of the New Japan stuff, so y'all motherfuckers better tune in.
Yeah, I like the match. I also like the big table spot. That was cool.
Yeah, it was great.
I didn't see that coming. That was fun.
Where Kenta was just like, yeah, let me dodge that into the double stop.
Yeah, that was fun.
If Kenta was like a flippy dude and he did like a 450 or like a senton or any shit like that,
crazy with it.
That shit would have blew my fucking mind. But I liked the double stomp. It was cool. I thought it was a really fun match. I'm looking forward to Lance Archer and Moxley. Whenever that happens, it should be happening at the end of the month. So
you mean Kenny or Moxley?
Moxley Kenta.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, I mean, it seems like they got to be going Kenny Archer.
Yeah, that seems like that's a match that's going to be happening at some point. So it may just be happening on the road leading up to Dynamite. I mean, Revolution. So I'm not going to get too crazy about it. Other good news for Sammy Guevara, too little too late, but he quits the Inner Circle. Free yourself, my brother. Free yourself from constantly being in MJF and Jericho's shadow. This is your time to branch out and finally be your own fucking character without the assistance of Jericho and, you know, all these other stuff. Swim good, brother. Yeah. MJF is trying to blackmail him for some reason, which is like weird. I don't know why. You're already Jericho's favorite. so it doesn't fucking matter.
This is cool. It's obviously been brewing for a long time. We've seen the signs. Sammy's been working kind of babyface for a while anyway.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. Me personally, I think this is the slow implosion of the Inner Circle. I could see next week something with the Young Bucks and Santana Ortiz match. I could see something stemming from that. They might be the next ones to leave. If not them, I think Wardlow might be the next one to leave.
Let's start to dissolve.
I think this is the beginning of the end of the Inner Circle, which is fine. I think they had a good run. I don't think they.
MJF, you haven't done many great things that impressed me on Dynamite, but if you could kill the Inner Circle, I'll chill a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
so
cool with me.
Yeah, this is the destruction of the Inner Circle, and then we get one. I guess we get like one less segment on the show, and that could be freed up to a lot of other people.
Some women.
Like you said, the Young Bucks and Santana Ortiz will be having a tag team match next week. Yeah, it's very obvious that they're not going to win. So
should be a fun match, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the match is good. That is about it. And then there's a lot of other. I wouldn't say there's a lot of big stuff on the show besides that. So we're going to transition into quick hits. Team Taz puts Darby Allin in a body bag again. And if you're confused by the again, there was the Battle Royale where they put Darby Allin in a body bag full of thumbtacks and threw it over the top rope, eliminating him.
One of the dumbest spots I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, and they decided to just kind of flip it. Whatever.
That's the third time he's been in a body bag, right? Wasn't he in a body bag like early in AEW?
He was in a body bag before, but that was for his entrance.
Oh, what a weirdo.
But yeah, Team Taz does this thing again, and I don't even know why they had to do the fake Sting interview to do that. It is what it is. Sting has to be around always and forever.
I guess.
If you were somebody that was just like, oh shit, Sting is on AEW, let me watch, and it's been 3 weeks of him really doing nothing, I would be like, yeah, Sting's here. Like, how is that not the natural? Like, that has to be the natural reaction for a lot of people.
Me, when I watch him, oh yeah, Sting, I forgot he's here.
Yeah,
He's gonna talk to Shivani about something.
and only Shivani.
Only Shivani.
That man don't talk to nobody else at AEW. I think that's hilarious. Free Handman Page. I thought the little interaction that he had with the Dark Order, it's not what I want.
It felt very BTE.
Yes, it felt super BTE, and like I said on the show before, I would prefer if Hangman Page like saw them and was just like, "Hey, fellas," and they were just like, "Stay the fuck away from us." I thought that would have been a lot more interesting, but now we have a manipulative Matt Hardy plotting on Hangman Page for some reason.
Very predatory, Matt.
Like, I don't. He takes they drink to it. Matt throws his shot into the floor, and then fakes drinking it. I don't know what they're planning here, but there was a time long ago where they could have just done this with Sammy Guevara and Matt Hardy instead. But now he has to bring down Hangman Page with him after they did so much to get him over.
Bro, Hangman was my guy last year. Like I usually go out of my way to go watch this guy. Now he's like an afterthought on the show.
Now he doesn't really do jack shit. Another afterthought on the show. I guess they're on their honeymoon and they bought Moro with them. Miro, not the Dragon Ball Z guy.
They bought Moro Ronaldo.
And he was just not on the show this week for whatever reason. Already getting left off the show.
Hey, you know what? Look, I'm gonna give it 3 months, right? If by May, we gonna have a conversation about Miro.
I'm ready. I'm already ready to have the conversation because this guy is not wrestling.
I'm gonna give it a little bit. I want to see where the Orange Cassidy thing goes. But
I'm tired of seeing where this Orange Cassidy thing goes. I need the match to be announced at Revolution already. Give me the match is gonna be on Revolution if you want me to care about it right now. Because I'm not waiting till some weird Super Wednesday, mid-month pay-per-view thing for that match to happen. Because if it's gonna get put on there, then I don't care. Because I feel like you really dropped the ball there. But that's it. That's that on that. Lee Johnson signs to AEW. He is part of the Nightmare Factory family, and it seems to be like Nightmare Family takes over the show. Instead of like whenever Cody's not doing Cody stuff with Shaq or whatever, he gives the time to the Nightmare Factory guys, which is what most wrestling schools do, right? Like I think all wrestling schools have like their own sort of promotion or like some sort of thing. Once you're done training, you like start wrestling in front of people. So this is no surprise to me.
Shout out to Lee Johnson, man. He'd been grinding. He'd been on Dark like every week since the pandemic started. I like Lee Johnson. I think he's definitely has potential. I'm never gonna not be excited to see Black people succeed in wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
I will agree with that sentiment as well, but we know this is AEW, so this is not a black friendly show. So
hey,
I am proud that Lee Johnson got all his fireworks and all his love after the match, but we'll see how that continues before he's on like a stable or some shit where he just doesn't matter.
Side note, according to AEW Medical, Cody has a slight tear in a rotator cuff. I don't know if this is gonna work, if it's kayfabe, if it's a shoot. But that's the breaking news.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes. We'll see if that has to do anything with the Shaq match, if that still happens.
They said that he like dinged his shoulder. If this is going to be time for Cody to like take some time off and like I guess like show Shaq some shit in the background and try to like really make that match as good as possible, so be it. And if he's going to be left on Dynamite for a couple weeks, that is completely okay.
Yeah.
He's not needed on there every week. Like the Shaq match doesn't happen for 2 weeks now. I think he could take 2 weeks off.
It could be nothing.
Yeah, it also could be nothing. He could be perfectly fine, and you know, whatever that tape that they use, the wrestling tape that they use. But I think it would be best if he just took some time off, and I think that would be cool. You know, let the people miss you a little bit, man. You don't get that a lot in AEW. But and now we're gonna get into the Super 16 tournament for the AEW Women's World Championship. Like we alluded to, like we predicted or thought was gonna happen for the Japanese bracket, there will be no looking at a screen for anybody in the arena. They'll be watching it Mondays at 7 p.m. on YouTube. Insanity to me for one purpose. The hype around this tournament is like solely based off the Japanese bracket, and then having it Monday at 7 p.m. an hour before Raw. What is wrong with you? Just put it on noon. Just let motherfuckers watch it whenever they want to.
Yeah. I expected it. It's a little disappointing, but I understand why they wouldn't want the crowd just sitting there watching it out in Daly's place.
I seen how much those AEW tickets cost. Y'all motherfuckers can stare at a screen and see some of the best women's wrestling that AEW could possibly offer right now.
Yeah,
but that obviously that's subjective. But you know, I get it.
I get it. It stinks, but I mean, I'm gonna watch it because I can't help myself. I just gotta watch wrestling all the time. I'm a loser. I'll watch it. But I don't know a lot about the women besides Yuka Sakazaki from when she was around in the early Dynamite days. And
I'll say if you're impressed by any of the women in the bracket, I'm not sure where Venny is wrestling currently. I think she may be on the DDT roster as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can just watch Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, that's where you can see your Yuki Sakazawa, your Maki Yuso, all that.
Is it? May Segura, that was homegirl, the Freddie Mercury girl.
Amy Sakura, yes, that's her. Amy Sakura.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And she has her promotion that I showed you last week. You were just I'm not watching this.
They were wrestling the elementary classroom. That's just crazy.
Yeah, them boys wrestle in the storage closet. I'm sorry if you rock with that, that's cool, but there's no bumping on the ropes. I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit of the YouTube. When I saw her do a crossbody off a trash can, I could not stop laughing. I thought that was too funny. But yeah, if you're impressed with anything going on in the Japanese bracket, go watch some Tokyo Joshi Pro. Really good stuff over there. And then for the US bracket, which will be on Dynamite, we get a match earlier this last night. Layla Hirsch versus Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa tried, man, but I can't rock with Layla Hirsch.
You're not feeling it?
Mm-mm. I think there's a lot better like really short women in wrestling, and she's just not it. And the comparisons to Ishii still bothers me a lot.
Who was comparing her to the Ishii? I'm tired of niggas, man. I'm tired of niggas, bro.
Just hey, this wrestler is small. Therefore, they are like Tomohiro Ishii.
It's like when they be
Literally
comparing black wrestlers to each other
Yeah.
for no reason.
Oh man, Drake Maverick, he really gives me Ishii vibes. Like come on, like y'all motherfuckers don't be thinking for real.
That's interesting.
But Thunder Rosa wins the match. She'll be facing either Riho or Serena Deebs in the semifinals, and we'll be seeing the winner of that match next week. It will be Serena Deebs versus Riho. I don't know where to call it. I'm not a big fan of either. So if anything, gives me something new. I would like to see Thunder Rosa versus Riho.
I like Rio. You like Rio?
No.
She pulled out a banger with Nyla Rose. She pulled out a banger with Nyla Rose. You know what I mean? Especially that was like when Nyla Rose was like green.
I think she's still there. But
I'm saying maybe that's what I'm saying even worse.
Maybe
I don't think Rio's that bad.
Let's look. I've seen better.
Yeah.
So there's I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan of Riho. Also, it's been a minute, so if she comes back next week and she show me some shit, damn, all right, you got it.
Some new tech.
It's just been a minute since I've seen Riho, so it's whatever. And then let's just talk about the rest of the bracket on the women's side, because I believe on Monday they're going to be doing all the first round bracket match for the Japanese bracket. So that should be cool. Nyla Rose versus Tay Conti. Where do you think that's going?
I think Tay Conti in the upset.
Okay.
I think is that an upset? That's an upset. Yeah, former women's champion. Where you going with it? I do think I watch Dark a lot more than you. The way they kind of push Tay Conti.
You're watching Dark.
Look, bro. Sometimes if you, sometimes I'll put it on in the background. I'll throw it on in the background.
Hey man, listeners, if there's anybody more dedicated to this show, is this motherfucker right here?
Because I'm watching Dark for y'all.
I haven't watched Dark since Mirjani asked me to watch the Jimmy Jacobs Luther match.
Ew.
That was the last time I saw Dark. That match.
Wait, why did he tell you to watch that?
Because I hate Jimmy Jacobs and I hate Luther. That match is terrible. and if it's for the show and it's recommended, I'll watch. But I'm not. If it's not, I won't watch the Dark. Like if you came up to me, it was just like, "Hey, yo, this match was really good on Dark. Here's the timestamp."
There was a really good one.
Yeah, it's
last week. I know it's too late. I think it was Ray Phoenix and I think Danny Limelight. It was decent. That's all right.
Tell me, let me know what's up next week.
All right, if I see some shit, I'll let you know.
But I'm gonna go with Tay Conti. I don't want to see Nyla Rose progress any further in this tournament and possibly a possible winner. I just don't think she's all that great. And I just think the Vicky Guerrero thing, I was just like, what a way to shoot yourself in the foot, especially since you didn't really get anywhere after that.
Yeah.
Britt Baker and Anna Jay, where you see it going?
That's Britt Baker.
Yeah, that's all Britt Baker. Britt Baker at least make it to the quarterfinals. At least that I would like to see her in the quarterfinals. On the Japanese bracket, I'm gonna go with Yuki Sakazawa. I like her a lot. I think she's really great. I'm gonna link you to a match of hers.
Ooh, I've seen Yuki Sakazaki before.
No, I'm gonna link you to another match.
You got a banger? All right.
The show that I was talking about last week, the Tokyo Princess show.
Yeah.
The main event with her and I forgot her name, but banger, heat, violence, all that.
I like violence.
I'm gonna go with Amy Sakura here. I don't see Vanny really going that far into the tournament. I like her a lot, but I don't see AEW really going forward with that. But Amy Sakura might be the nice person and just like let her get the win, because Amy Sakura doesn't have anything to prove to anybody. So
yeah, she a vet in the game, right? She's been doing this for a minute. Yeah. Okay.
So that's that. We already know we're going Maki Ito to win it all.
The god of love and piss. You already know.
That's our goat.
You already know.
And I'm gonna go with Aja Kong over Rin, because I know for sure that Aja Kong and Maki Ito have wrestled singles matches before in Tokyo Joshi, so they know how to.
Aja Kong?
Yeah.
She's 50. Okay. I thought she was older than that. All right. Well,
and she's been wrestling for a minute.
For a minute, he wrestling like the 80s, bro. At least minimum. She's been everywhere. That's good for her. I hope she's still doing anything.
That's it for our bracket. I think.
Cyrus, I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna give the fans, the listeners, it's a little behind the scenes. This is the first time we've done a pod where there were no technical difficulties. My internet worked the whole time.
My PS4 is hard turned off.
It's off.
I have my Firefox browser closed. I have Discord closed.
Everything.
All applications. The only things I got open right now is the Notes app.
We did it.
My phone is not even connected to my internet right now. This is a very smooth recording, everybody. Thank you, Zoom. If you're not recording on Zoom, just record on Zoom. It's very nice and efficient. You get the audio and the video.
Stop, unless they're paying us, don't be giving them this kind of.
Hey man, sorry. The product's so good, man.
Man, look, they ain't paying us for that.
Hey,
endorsement.
They're not paying me to not slander. So when Zoom stopped working, I'm talking that shit. But that's it for us. That's our show. We'll see you next week with Vengeance Day prediction. Reactions. That should be really interesting. We're gonna talk about the Japanese bracket when that shows up on Monday. You can. I think this show and the A show are the only things currently active on the A show RNC network right now. You can follow us on Twitter, H_visibility. The Comeback Spot spells how it sounds. The A show RNC. And then you can follow us on RNC Radio Live for all other things that aren't wrestling, music, movies, all that other stuff.
Shout out to Kevin Owens for correcting us.
Giving us a slight correction and not spazzing out like some other lame wrestlers probably would have done. He saw that we just some young black men trying to navigate through this sect of pop culture. So
he know what it is.
Shout out to Kevin Owens. That's it for us. See you next week. Wear your mask. Stay socially distanced. If you can't stay inside, do not ask who Bad Bunny is. And no, Kenny Omega outfit is not good. And that is it. Says it's recording. Oh.